Well, TV is big business here in New Mexico, and many of the Duke City's eateries have found themselves to be the stars of a number of hit TV shows. With quality and quirkiness abundant in our cuisine, there is no surprise that we make for excellent culinary television. Joining us now to talk more about as seen on TV restaurants here in the Duke City is Howie Keibel from Yelp.com. So obviously, Howie, a lot of these restaurants have been on a variety of shows. It's not just one show that gravitates toward our cuisine. What makes us so unique? Why are we so popular with these networks?
Yeah, when I watch these shows, I see genuine surprise from the hosts. I don't know about you, but they're taking their first bite of red or green chili enchiladas, and they're shocked.
Right.
I think that it is more than anything, it's the Native American and the Hispanic influence on our food, coupled with the fact that a lot of people don't know just how good the food scene is down here.
Right.
So they're coming from Kansas City, where they've just had this amazing barbecue, and they're like, "What can Albuquerque offer me?"
Yeah, right.
Right, and they leave here just they can't stop talking about it, and I think that's wonderful. We really live in a truly unique place.
Yeah. Well, so you've got some restaurants here today that I think are pretty diverse.
Yeah.
You could say, well, it's just, it's that one New Mexican cuisine that they do. But these restaurants that are featured, they're very diverse.
Yes, absolutely. And with a show like Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yeah, Guy Fieri. The Guy Fieri
exactly.
show. That's what
the
I
Guy
always say.
show.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's always looking for dives, and the Standard Diner was this perfect thing back in 2009 for him to find. It's a diner styled sort of place, but it has all of this. But it has almost fine dining character, and it has all this New Mexican fusion in it too.
Right.
So it was a big shocker for that show. They really discovered what they wanted in a really well put together place here in Albuquerque.
Okay. And you got some other ones as well, right?
Yeah, another more diner-esque place, Boca Dios Slow Roasted. Boca Dios, we all kind of know, is a local success story. Started in a little small kitchen in the South Valley, and they were catering to public schools. And now there's a couple of locations. It has the best darn Reuben in the entire city.
No kidding.
Oh, in my opinion, it's shocking how good the Reuben is over there. So yeah. And then the other one I was going to bring up is Pasión Latin Fusion, which was we know it very well. We know the chef, his wife, but they're also but that was on Restaurant Impossible, and that was a restaurant that needed to sort of rethink what they were doing, and here they are 2 years later, still around and doing well. So, but that is sort of the epitome of Southwestern flavor, infused with the Latin, cooking from all over the world.
Yeah, Elvis has got so many different things cooking in his kitchen. It's amazing what he brings in. Yeah, he's a great chef.
And then there's all kinds of restaurants that we kind of take for granted here, but that are getting national attention, like the Frontier, the Cube and Nexus, Golden Crown, Sadie's, El Pinto. Sophia's Place is a really cool example of one that's out in the North Valley that was really recognized, which is actually, it's not Sophia's Place anymore, it's Eli's.
Oh, okay.
So, but again, these are all sort of, it's not surprising that they're high ranked on Yelp, but for a national audience, a lot of people don't even know that this food exists.
Yeah, it's so interesting. The one thing that I'm curious about, if anyone actually comes, like say they're from out of state, if they come, they hop on Yelp, do they search Los Pollos Hermanos? The Breaking Bad fans coming in and they say, where is it?
They do, and surprise, surprise, there was a listing.
Was there really?
During Breaking Bad, there were listings for virtually every location in the show. And we left up Los Pollos Hermanos for about 2 years just because there were so many reviews coming in, fictional reviews that were really creative and really fun, but ultimately we had to take them down.
Because people are going to look forward. So quickly, before we lose time here, Howie, I want to talk about some adventures, some foodie adventures we could take this week. What do you recommend?
Sure. The Celtic Festival at the Balloon Fiesta Park is a good example of a foodie adventure that you're not going to really get too much of in Albuquerque. So they're going to have a couple of unique foods there. The Heritage Meat Pies Company and the Welsh Baker. I noticed that both of these companies are going to be there, and so you just don't get that kind of food in Albuquerque very often.
Yeah.
Nob Hill has an insiders tour on Saturday from noon to 5, so that's also a hub for some of our best restaurants. And just to give you a little tip, the weekly Yelp, which we put out every week on Wednesday, has all the restaurants that I'm talking about featured in it. So just go to yelp.com/weekly.
Yeah, fantastic. Get your autograph books ready when you head out and meet these chefs, guys. If you want to find out more about our star-studded restaurants, head over to casa.com. For now, though, we're going to send things over to Brittany.